A very big show. We always used to have a big mic. I'm here with Ara, the prolific entrepreneur.
Hi,
Hello.
good evening.
Good to have you on our show.
Hiding money. Do you even see the money? Where is the
Honestly,
money?
that is just the problem right now. Because I can't imagine myself going for my money with money. Do you know, like buying my money.
ARA.
So what does it mean as
Now
you're
that's
saying
thunder.
it? Okay.
Now we have ARA, which is your body.
Oh,
Now
okay.
my own ARA, which is the army, is like this is ARA, which is
Okay.
wonders, doing
Oh.
creative things with what I do.
Now I see why you're an
So wonder.
entrepreneur. This is why I see why you do so many question for you. How long have you been into baking? Let's start from that. Because I
Well,
know you're not into just baking alone. Trust me, he's the number one baker. Will I say the whole of Africa? Yes. So please go on.
don't overhype that.
Are you kidding me? I saw the wonders you do on cakes. Like
Well,
I
we
saw your
try.
designs and they're killing,
We try.
When we're talking about cakes, I mean, tell us
Well,
something.
this is a brand that would I've been on for years now.
Really.
Aside from the fact that I love to cook, so that's just my hobby. Cooking, making food, and all that is something I love doing. But bringing it into the sugar world, I don't know how I venture into it. But when we were that, this is what we have found
I
ourselves
was
today.
about also going to ask as well, like, do you have a mentor you were actually picking from, or you were watching a lot of cake design or website on your TV, or when
Yeah,
exactly, at what age, if I may ask, have you had this going
yeah.
on in your mind?
Coming up, it was just a very small community in terms of social media. But growing up, seeing Kickbox,
Hmm.
this is somebody I really, really want to be like, even surpasses
Him.
his dream and all that. But today, I've done greater things. I've done wonderful stuff that he has done also. But we thank God for today.
I can see that. Because when he handles that cake business, man, like when he bakes cake for you, don't let me just tell you to look as if I'm hyping him. You try him and see first. Okay, back to our next question. So, was your family actually in full support of you going into baking?
My family coming to Lagos and standing about what are you doing in Lagos, or what is it exactly that you want to do for yourself. It was about how can you make a living. So whatever I tell my family, this is friends and your colleagues doing greater things. Some are in banks and the rest of them. And all you could tell us is that Ofe Mache cake.
I can
Are you
imagine.
joking? But for me, they know that anything I set myself to do, I will come out better and I will try in it. So when I started, it was a bit challenging because there was nobody to finance it and all that. I just started like that. Anyhow it goes. I could remember in those days in Bariga when I would mix my cake myself
Okay.
with my turning stick, then put it in a baking pan.
Okay.
Eh? put it in Ghana must go like,
Are you
and
serious?
travel all the way from Ifako to Bariga to bake in an oven.
Are you
Why?
kidding
Because
me?
I don't have oven in my room. And after that, I come to my room. I have this long board that I put on my table. Then I mold my fondant and all that. And that was how I started.
Oh my God.
And you will ask yourself that when you see the art that is coming out, where are this cake coming out from? And I bet it with you, it's just one small room that I'm baking. No oven, no table, no mixer,
Are
nothing.
you serious?
I mix with my hand.
So meaning you didn't actually go out there to learn that cake, how to design,
Wow.
because your design are like, I just terrific.
I've
Like
never
I don't
learned
even know
cake
what to
anywhere.
say, the right word rather to put it. So how did you get this idea of you? You
Like
didn't learn it. You know,
I
like
didn't.
someone that you had to go learn and handwork and stuff. So you never learned it. So it's just an inspiration that just come up.
Well, I had a basic knowledge from Sue Sensation in those days.
Oh,
Yeah,
you worked with them
yeah,
before?
we worked with
Oh,
them.
okay.
So none of the background I had with Sue Sensation is in what I do today. Why? Because we mainly stand and do buttercream. But growing up, I'm the type that love creative stuffs.
That's good.
So I'm able to express myself better with the art of the sugar that I'm into today. Because anything I look at, I just is doable. Mine is for you to think about it, and I will kick it.
That's a very nice goal, honestly. Okay, let's move on to our next question. What are the actually challenged you faced?
Starting up,
Yes.
or right now.
Starting up.
Starting
Till
up.
you get it good to this level.
All right, starting up, the number one challenge I face is capital.
Okay.
Because starting up, if I had had a very good capital to start up, I would have been where I wish to be today. Why? Because growing up, starting up with it, you're building it yourself, searching for the customers. Unlike today,
And we have social
we
media
can,
platform.
yeah, we have social media and the rest of
Okay.
them. But then there was nothing like that. It was just there was no phone. So it got to a stage I got a phone for myself.
Oh, okay.
The first thing I did was to have a call card.
Oh, okay.
I deliver your cake, I drop my call card. There was no sticker on my boxes then. I just dropped my call card. Eba mi sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ yín, èmi náà máa ń ṣe cake o.
Yeah.
And I drop my call card with them. And if it's a wedding cake, I go to their seats. Èmi mo ṣe wedding cake yẹn o.
Wow.
Mọ́mi wa ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe tọmọ yín, I give them my call card. So
Wow.
starting up, it was just like that. You growing your business by yourself. You telling people yourself. You are the one baking. You are the one doing the adverts. You are the one doing everything for yourself. So nobody is there to help.
To help
Nobody is there to assist us.
So not,
it
not
was-
even your girlfriend, because I was about going there. That what about your girlfriend?
I
What?
got a whole lot of them that
Okay,
help.
because I know they're supposed to come with this aspect. I was
Yeah.
waiting for you to actually
Yeah,
finish your
I think they
conversation.
did help.
Really?
Yeah,
So I
those
need
days.
to know. You can't be dating a girlfriend. You're a baker, and without her not supporting, because I
No,
know
they
she will
do.
definitely
They do.
benefit from it. Actually,
They do,
so
because,
tell me, is that
I-
aspect that I'm interested to know?
You want to know
I
about
really
that?
want to.
All right. I used to have a lady then.
Oh, okay.
I think she was the one that took me the journey of the decor, which is the event decor.
Oh, okay.
I think I learned event decoration from her. She was practically, that is her own line. Why I'm strictly on cake. So we became very close.
Okay.
And growing up, she will come to my house in those days. We miss our cake. I miss my cake 2 days. So I'll mix it little today or tonight. I'll leave it till tomorrow morning. Now when she comes tomorrow morning, she will join me in turning it and all that. By the time we are done baking and all that, when I'm doing the decoration, she'll wait behind, mix buttercream with me and fondant. And anytime she has her own work too, because she's a female
Okay.
and she needs to climb, I do the climbing for her.
Oh,
I
okay.
hand the cloth and all that. And from there, I pick up the
Are you
decoration.
serious? Because I'm still imagining it on my head. Like I have no clue of how to bake cake. I
Well,
can't just imagine you just putting all those items together and making it work perfectly. I mean,
there is something I always tell myself.
please tell us. We'd like to know.
Every woman should know how to make cake.
But why? Why exactly? Do you have
Why?
any specific reason
All
for
right, let me
that?
tell you. It might not be for business.
Okay.
about life different from what you think about it.
Really?
So you need to learn how to make cake.
Honestly,
Trust me.
I wish I could, but you know, when you're not into something, you don't even have any clue. And I'm like, just thinking the way you're thinking, how'd you get to start mixing the florals, having the cake, building it up, and giving it that nice design? Because I saw one design you did for, I think, Eddie's Award and yeah, Rainbow or something like that. Man, that cake was, it was perfect. I wish I had the taste of that cake, honestly.
Talking about the rainbow cake, I think I had a call from Mama herself.
Oh, okay.
About 3 weeks after, and she said, "Ara, show me cake here, badge."
Ah, you serious?
Mama, kilo shele. He said, "Bo she badge and go inu mi dun." And I was confused. He said, "Everybody tiri, gbogbo won ti mo fe ko ri tiri." You know, like I said earlier, the art of sugar that I'm into is not about you eating the cake alone. Making the cake and seeing it alone. You just wake up in the morning and you look at your cake that this is my cake. I have several customers that will tell me that I am fulfilled after a few weeks, though my cake is bad. Because it's a cake after all, it's food.
Yeah.
One way or the other, you don't put it in the fridge, it will still go bad. No matter how much you preserve it and all that.
Yeah, that's where I was actually going to, like this preservation. So even with the preservation and no preservation, the cake will still go bad.
Yeah, it will.
But there's some cakes that stay more than like 2 or 3 days.
You have to put them in the fridge, no matter how much you preserve.
So like you can't just put it down without you put it in the fridge.
No.
Wow.
It is always
That's
advisable
another
for
lesson
you
learned.
to keep your cake refrigerated,
Okay.
even if you want to keep it. But when it comes to designed cakes, you might not be able to put them in the fridge because the icing on the body, once it go into the fridge, and by the time it comes out, it will sweat because it's sugar, and immediately the whole colors and everything will mash together. So that might not go into the fridge, and that is the art that they pay for.
Wow, man, I've really learned something in this baking stuff. I must tell you something. And again, I have just a question for you. Like, before you start going into these designs that you do, were you in the art class when you're in secondary school or theater and media art or something? Because I just need to ask
The funniest thing is that I never read anything about art.
Are you kidding me? So how come you were so good with those designs?
This is just one area I get fulfillment.
That's good.
So growing up, I know I sketch a lot.
Okay.
I build stuffs a lot. My mom will tell you that
Okay.
like.
So what you mean by requirement to project?
You want to know about
Yeah,
that?
I want to know. Because
what I
I
mean by
don't.
requirement to
Yeah.
your play is too much.
Oh,
I
okay.
play a lot with about everything I see. I can convert anything to be anything.
Wow.
So building stuffs myself, you know those kids that will take paper to build lion to do all
I
those
did
stuff
that.
like
You know,
that.
those kites and all that. Okay.
So those are the things I do very well.
Oh.
So today, when I build my stuffs, and there was a cake I made for a wedding cake I made for somebody on the island years ago, and it was a water fountain, and water gush out of the cake, and somebody is like, "How will water come out of the cake?
Wow.
Are you sure the cake is not spoiled?" And I said, "No." There is an electricity pipe into the cake.
Okay.
There's an hose that goes in there. There is water pump inside the cake. There was a whole lot that went into that cake before the water could come out and it goes in.
Wow.
And the water is not touching the cake.
Wow, this is indeed incredible. I must say you are really, really a Rachel. Let me put it that way.
Well, if you say it like that.
Anyway, yeah, we said you're an entrepreneur, which means you have other things you're doing. I learned you have Club 26. You're also managing that too.
What you call it manage? I don't manage Club 26.
Really?
I
that's okay. I mean, this is becoming so interesting because I don't know how you're able to handle the both at the same time. Yes.
And the club.
Oh, wait a minute. Will I say, how did you start having this experience or imagination, like that, let me put it that way, and you having a club and having a cake as well with it?
Well, this is where Nigerians are push us to.
You don't
is who I am. Number one.
Okay.
I love arts. I love entertainment. I am very, very good in entertainment, and in those days I used to art also. I art and all that.
Okay.
But growing up, I love to enjoy myself. So bringing up the idea of club, I think the first thing I did was to start a restaurant. And where my office is not a place the restaurant will go well. So after trying the restaurant, it wasn't moving well. And somebody was like, Ara, figure for this now, just add a bit
Drink.
of alcohol. And I'm saying, I don't want to do alcohol. I only want to stay with my restaurant and all that. But it wasn't moving. And you've done so much about it. And immediately I bought a crate of trophy. I'm sorry to mention the name.
That's fine.
And immediately I bought a crate of some beer and I put it in. That week I sold everything.
Are you
and
serious?
I sat down where I said, okay, now I think
You need to
something is coming
rethink
up
this.
now. So from that,
too.
we changed it to a bar. From
Okay.
just a restaurant, we move it to bar.
Okay.
And after about less than 3 months, and I said, I'm not going to do bar. I think I need to take a bit further. Then we'll move it to lounge. And this is where we find ourselves, Club
Really?
26 today.
Honestly, I must really say you're indeed a big entrepreneur. From cake to food vendor, from food
food
vendor now to a
club.
bar, from a bar to a club.
Yeah.
Man, this is indeed it's
And don't
everything.
forget, I still do other stuff, even aside from the club.
Can you imagine, guys?
Yeah, we right now we have the Ara food,
Okay.
because we still do our food also.
Oh,
Then
that's
we have
nice.
the grills, we have
Okay.
the chicken and chips, the shawarma, and the rest of them.
Wow.
Now we have parfait. It's a whole lot in one.
Now, please don't mention that for perfect because that's my favorite. So I won't say
You love that.
behind the camera. We have to say that.
Trust me, you enjoy yourself with that.
Oh, I can't wait to honestly for me to come for you to give me a very good trip. Okay, so between the both of them, which do you think it's more taxing?
Jesus,
Yeah, I need to.
this is a very
Please,
big question
you need
just
to
asked.
breathe in or out or what else you need?
I've been into cake for 23 years now,
Oh.
and I see cake to be myself.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I enjoy doing.
Okay.
I don't see myself making cake. I can stand from now till next week making cake,
Okay.
but I don't see it as challenge. It doesn't challenge me. It doesn't do anything to me.
Okay.
But do you know, since I ventured into club, Jesus Christ, it was it's still to tomorrow is like the best and the most difficult thing you can ever do, because bringing people together.
Yeah. So how do you cope with it? How is it?
You know, number one, you have to think about who do you bring, who and
True.
who is coming.
True.
And the most taxing about it is that everybody's coming. They want to see girls. Hey, John Torolo, she mo bi mo bere ni. I'm like, where will I kidnap them from? And they're like, Ara, you don't have girls. And you're like, where do you want to see girls from? So it's so taxing and it's so calling for so much of energy.
I can imagine.
Day by day, you are thinking, what am I going to offer tomorrow? I don't enjoy people just coming to my lounge and sit down without having
Yeah,
anything to do.
entertainment,
So
okay.
every blessed day, I am thinking about something new to
Okay.
come out with. So that's why we have different menu. I call them menu because that's
Okay.
my line.
Okay.
Different program for every day.
Okay.
So it's meant to be like my dream is I am thinking or praying, and which I started with it even from now,
Okay.
to run a 24 hours lounge
Okay.
that has a different program Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Wow.
Every blessed day you come in, you are seeing something new every day. It's not just a place that you just go and just have a bottle of drink. No, I don't want it to be like that.
That's good. Man, in fact, I'm just thinking, what you were saying, I was just thinking, how then did this man get to sleep? Like, how do you get your sleep?
That's the question.
Because if you had to
everybody
start
asks me.
working from Monday, Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday,
yeah.
Thursday, come on, let's say
And
the
we
whole
run
week.
24 hours.
Yeah.
So
And you still do your other baking cake
A
stuff.
friend
man.
asked me one day that Arashoman Sunsha.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love to use my language.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's okay.
that's me.
Feel free for your fans over there.
That's me.
I
They know
don't
me for
understand
that.
you, bro.
I love to use my Yoruba language.
Okay,
I love
that's
people
good.
to know
You're a
this is-
typical African man.
I'm a very strong one for that matter.
Okay.
So my friend was asking me, say, Ara, how do you get to sleep? And I said, this is something I've been doing for years, not sleeping. So I make cakes.
Okay.
And you can have one order that will take you like 2-3 days without sleeping. So for me to now enjoy myself, make cake, I work for like 5 hours in the bakery room. It just like few minutes walk to the lounge,
Okay.
and I just straight into the lounge and have a bottle of drink and just feel relaxed. And
Cool
after about a
yourself
few
down.
minutes, I go back to my cake. So it's easy for me, but people don't know it's easy for me because I'm not the type that love to sleep at night.
Oh,
My
okay.
sleep, I enjoy my sleep more in the morning.
That's a very nice one. Anyway, it helps you to relax and,
Yeah.
calm your nerves.
When
Okay.
you are sleeping, that's when I'm thinking.
Are you kidding me?
That's me.
Businessmen. Don't joke with them, oh.
So when you're at work, that's when me I'm sleeping.
That's good. Okay, so our next question will be in the next 5 to 10 or 10 years, yes. Where do we hope to see you? Like, what do you look out for?
What? In the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. Or rather, what do we get from you on the next?
What do we
5 to
get
10
from
years?
Ara? In future, God owns the future.
Okay.
Number one, I would say nothing will happen to cake till Jesus comes.
So what about the club?
The club, that is one thing I am praying that God would build it to where I want it to be in the next 5 to 10 years, because that is one area I think I am concentrating on right now. This is a place that people don't know me yet.
Okay.
Yeah, in the food industry, my name is, I've heard you mention like 4, 5, 6 names. You will
Okay.
mention her and they will tell you that I think I know that name.
Oh, okay.
So, but in this industry that I just come into now, I want my name to be reckoned. I want it to be known to. I want to sit down and somebody will tell me that, have you been to Club 26? Do you know
You
Club
want it to
26?
be in the book of Genesis.
Yeah. So in the next 5 to 10 years, this is what I want to
Oh,
be.
this is nice. That is actually a nice idea. Well, we hope to see more of you on that aspect.
Thank
So,
you.
have you been managing your business with this money scarcity and all that?
It's not been easy.
So you
get
take
to lose
transfer to all the drinks.
transfer. Taking transfer might be easier, as in I think it's easier to do that. But these days, transfer is not going. I have some money out since Friday now.
Okay.
Up to now, we've not seen those transfer.
Okay. Do you still take old notes, or you are still rejecting them too?
If you take old notes,
Okay.
that means you want to spend it yourself. But I have something I did for myself. We have our own notes that we spend in the lounge for people that want to spray. But talking about
Oh, really? You printed the notes?
Mm.
Oh, wow. That's nice. That's very strange. I haven't had this. Honestly, it is. So
No, the live band.
Is it two CBN on the Naira notes, or it's your first entirely?
It's my own
okay.
CBN.
How did you get to do your own CBN, right?
Yeah, it's so simple. Like the live band, we had the live band about 2 weeks ago now, when the
okay.
Naira was still very scarce. So it wasn't fun. People were doing transfer. The Nigeria live band, Nowo Gongon is the real thing. When you spray the money. Yeah. So this week we came about, I think we need to do our own notes.
Wow.
So you want to spray a musician and you transfer to us, we give you our own notes.
Okay.
You spray the musician come back to us and collect the transfer that you did.
Wow, really?
So it's easier, and yet you still have that feeling of
That's
me
a-
spraying money.
That's a very great
You
intellectual.
just have to be
Honestly,
thinking.
you're really
You
a
never
creative
stop
person. Trust me. I keep thinking, yes, because I
You
keep
never stop
imagining
thinking.
I keep imagining things on my head. Okay, guys. You've actually heard from Araye himself, okay? This is a very great man. I would really love you guys to meet. Can you tell them your handles, so maybe they'll like to get to you?
If you
and
like
all
to
of that?
follow or like our stuff, you can join us or check us on Instagram, Araye Cakes by Bumi.
Okay.
And if you want to see the lounge, Club 26 and Tony, and you want to go to check out some of our food,
Okay.
you check us on Grills, Araye Grills,
Okay.
on Instagram, on Facebook. Where again?
Just where you have your handles for them to
Anywhere on the social media, you get to see us. Just type
Okay.
Araye Cakes by Bumi.
Oh, that's lovely. So I need you to give the youth out there who are actually finding it difficult, to who have those dreams and passion to also be a businessman or woman, just give them a word, one or two, for them to also be a creative as you are. Because we have a lot of youth who have this idea, or they want to be a businessman or woman, but they don't know how to start due to there's no capital.
All right.
Yeah.
I say it to everyone now that the youth are the one enjoying.
I'm
now.
not a youth now. Tell them, I have my business.
So you are not a youth. All right, let me face the youth.
Face the youth.
The youth. The
But
youth.
I'm still stealing from you. Don't worry.
All right.
I got you.
No problem.
I'm
You pay for
tapping.
that. The youth of today are the one enjoying.
Okay.
You know why I say they enjoy more is that there is so much for them. There's so much platform for them to move.
Wow.
Now I say it to them that no matter how you do it,
Okay.
some will tell you that they are very brilliant. They love education. No matter how much education or educated you are,
Okay.
make sure you get something doing handy.
Hmm.
Very, very important.
Hmm.
Make sure there is something handy you are doing. And you want to venture into cakes, and you look at my cake and you're like, I don't know art, and I cannot do that. And I tell them, everybody will not do the art part of the cake. Hmm? Cake today has changed into about 2 to 4 different things. Now we have the art, which is the area that we are. We have the buttercream. Only buttercream alone, you are good to go.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
true. Now we have the cupcakes.
Okay.
Just sit down in
I
your
love
house and be making
cupcakes.
cupcakes. You are going. Now we have another one again, which is the plain cakes, different sizes of normal cakes,
Cakes,
and you
okay.
just wrap it. Now, let me tell you, you have the social media to your beck and call. So,
True.
what the hell are you waiting for? Do a little thing, post it on your page, let your friends see it. It's not like when we were growing, there is
Yeah,
nothing
no
like that.
opportunity
But
of
today,
that.
there is a whole lot for the youth to get themselves doing. If I see any youth being lazy, I tell them they're going to be lazy forever. Because you don't have reason to be lazy.
Well, I get that. That is very nice, honestly. Thank you so much, Ara, for coming to the show. And thank you for also educating all our viewers out there. And I hope you've all learned a lot of things, because I have really learned a lot.
I
I
do
think
learn a lot.
I think there's some little skills I need to change and come back to Ara to get from. I need to see what he
I
has
will do
been
that for you
doing.
free of charge.
Okay. So, guys, stay tuned with us. We'll see you guys on our next episode.
Thank you.